Hey y'all, it's Brady. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. And I am excited to share with you today a cook with me video. I'm actually not gonna cook this dish. We're just going to prepare it and then I'm gonna put it in the freezer. But I'll give you the instructions on how to cook it when you're ready. And we'll label that on there as well. So this is a super simple, easy freezer meal idea. As a side dish, this is something that I take every year to our Thanksgiving gatherings, and I also make it on Christmas morning. So about this time of year, I like to go ahead and make several of them and put them in my freezer, label them, and then that way I can just pull them out that morning, put it in the oven, and then we're good to go. It's something that'll already be done. It'll be fresh and warm when we get there, and it's always a crowd pleaser. So I'm going to share with you today my cheesy potato casserole, and then I'll show you exactly what I do to prepare it for the freezer and give you my cooking instructions as well. So it is definitely not a low fat or necessarily health food, superfood meal or side item actually, but it is very tasty. It's always a crowd pleaser and I think you're going to enjoy. So let me get you turned around and then I'll show you the ingredients and we'll throw it together. Alright guys, so I've got everything laid out. I'm going to show you real quick what everything is that you're going to need, and then I will put this recipe in the description box below so that you can copy and paste it and print it out or whatever you need. It's pretty straightforward and pretty simple. So the first thing that you're going to need is one bag of, just the regular size bag, of diced frozen hash brown potatoes. And these are the cubes. Let me show you. So these are the cubes, but you can use the shredded variety as well. I don't think it'll take quite as long to bake it if you do it that way. But you can do that. And then you're also going to need, sorry, kiddo noise in the background. Okay, so you need the one, sorry about that, you need the one bag of diced frozen hash brown potatoes, one of the regular size can, this is 10.5 ounces of cream of chicken. You can use reduced sodium, reduced fat, you can use the with herbs, you can, whichever cream of chicken variety that you have on hand. You can also make your own. And there are lots of recipes and videos online about that, so if that's the way you prefer to do it, you can do it that way as well. You need 8 ounces or 1 cup of sour cream. You need 1/3 cup of milk. I use whole milk. You could use half and half. You could use heavy whipping cream. You could use skim milk, whichever way you prefer. I just wouldn't use actual water. I would do milk or some sort of cream. Then you need 1 and 1, what did I say here? Yeah, 1.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. And then a large mixing bowl, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and minced onion. This is dehydrated minced onion because personally I don't care for biting into chunks of onion, but you could certainly chop up a half of an onion as well. And then I'll show you over here, don't mind the dirty dishes. I also have, you would normally use a 9x13 pan. I'm going to use 2 of these 8x8 aluminum pans, and they've got a little crush from my kiddos pulling them out of the cabinet. But I'm going to use 2 of these for the one, and just split the recipe in half on these, because I want to be able to take these separate places, or have some, like just one of these small ones for Christmas morning here, and then one small one to take to my mom's house for Thanksgiving. So I'll make bigger 9x13s later after I show you this recipe, but that's what you'll need. So you'll need either 1 9x13 or 2 8x8s. And then, like I said, the mixing bowl, and I'm going to use that spoon to try to mix everything together. So you'll also see that I just dump in these spices to taste, but I will put measurements in the recipe below that'll help you out. So let's start by dumping in the potatoes. Alright, and we're going to hear my puppy dog out there. Alright, so we're going to dump in the potatoes. You're going to dump in, this is why I have them split up. You're going to want to do that. This is to top your casserole. This is to mix in. So you're going to dump in the 1 cup in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my spices now. I'll have to do the salt later. Okay. That looks good to me. And garlic powder. A little more. And some minced onion. Okay. Now, I am going to put my salt in since I can't do that one-handed. And then I'll dump in the sour cream and the cream of chicken and mix that up. And then I'll come back and show you and also the milk. I can go ahead and add the milk now too. So let me get all of that thrown in there and then I'll show you what that looks like when it's all mixed in. Alrighty, so I did add a little more cheese. Like I said, that wasn't quite a 1/2 cup, but you may even want to put a little more than a 1/2 cup. For whatever reason, doing these 2 pans, it took a little more cheese. So now that we've got these filled up, let's go grab more where we are painting. Let's grab aluminum foil, and I'm going to cover these up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 layers of aluminum foil. Some people like to do a layer of saran wrap and then aluminum foil. I don't. I prefer to just do 2 since these aren't staying in my freezer a super long time, just for a couple of weeks at a time. I think that's fine. I've never had any issues with freezer burn. And the reason I like that is that in case I were to forget, I don't have to worry about taking out that saran wrap and baking it. Because that is something you would have to do if you use saran wrap. Obviously, you're going to take your aluminum foil off, take the saran wrap off, then put the foil back on, and then bake it. And let me just tell you, I would not remember to do that. So, rather than ruin the dish, this is the way that I do it. So let me get that on there and I'll show you what that looks like and give you the baking instructions for when you're ready. Alrighty, so we have got these covered up, and then I have written on the top of both of them. So again, 2 layers of foil, written on the top the date that I put them in the freezer, cheesy potato casserole, step 1 thaw. You can do that either on the counter for 30 minutes or in the fridge for a couple of hours, whichever way you want to do that. I have put them in there frozen, completely solid, and they have no issues. It does take just a little bit longer to cook. Bake covered on 350 for 45 minutes. Remove cover and bake until bubbly and golden. So that's going to be your preference on how golden that you want them. But I hope that you guys enjoy. Let me know if you try this and what you think. Let me know if you make some sort of hash brown or potato casserole. And let me know when y'all serve them and how you like that. So, and how you do them. So, let me know. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you next time.